Hi everyone, welcome back to another video and to a new addition to my houseplant collection, namely a Ficus Bonsai that you can see right here that I basically just bought. Found it in a big box store, so it's one of the usual ones you find in big box stores, so they all are grown in this very basically normal S shape that you normally find. This one has a little decoration stone basically next to it and one aerial root, I hope you can see it here, growing that has not fully reached the ground. It feels a bit dry, so I'm not sure if it actually still will grow and reach the ground. Hopefully so. I might actually look up best solutions to still make it reach the ground. Maybe the straw method might work here quite well, so we'll look into that afterwards. But what actually I want to do today in this video with this bonsai is do a bit of basic rewiring. You can see not much has been done to this tree. It doesn't have any wires on it right now. Often when you find those in big box stores, these do still have old wire on them, so always basically when you get a new tree, check if there's wire on it. Ficus, they tend to grow quite fast, so the wire often then cuts into the bark and leaves quite unsightly marks. So definitely when you get a new tree, check for already existing wires and remove them if necessary. What I would start with this tree is actually giving it a bit of a cutback, because of course then it also makes it easier for us to decide where we really want to wire, where we do need to wire. So basically just showing first what the overall form of the tree is, and then decide where we apply wire and which branches we actually want to wire. So what I'm doing right now is I'm really going in and take out mostly only the fresh tips that have formed in growth season now. So just the new growth that is on the tree right now. I'm not pruning back too hard, as I'm also going to rewire. I just brought it into my home, so it is a new environment also for it. So I don't want to stress the tree too much right away, and I don't want it to just have a lot to deal with right from the beginning in my home basically. So this I think is more or less it. Just give it a bit of a haircut basically, like this. So the structural branches still stay on it. And now I would say we do just some light wiring to give it a bit of a form. And I would start actually down here, those two. I want to just stretch them out a bit, make them a bit more even so that they will form nice pads sooner or later. So let's do this right away. I did prepare already some wire, so I can easily apply it. I'm trying to adhere to the two branch principle here, so always wiring two branches with each other, so they basically fixate each other then. So making sure I'm not breaking the aerial root here. Trying to reach this one. Maybe one more. Yes, that should hold. And I think here I actually have a bit too much wire that I will be able to cut off later on. But right now, it doesn't have to look too pretty, to be honest. This thing, it just has to hold for the moment. Cleaning up I can still do afterwards. So this would be the two lower areas here. So one piece of wire, fixing those two together, making sure they don't grow only upwards, because that is often what you get with ficus, that they tend to grow a lot upwards. So also new growth will shoot upwards. You can of course always cut back to keep the pads, and also wire it down a bit to just give it more of a dimension also horizontally basically. This one here, I'm actually not quite sure if I will wire right away, because I'm not really sure if I will keep it sooner or later, or if I will basically cut it away sooner or later. And right now what I actually do kind of like is that it fills out the back here. So I will keep this one not wired actually. What I did see, and I will turn the tree a bit so you can also see it, is this one here that I think used to be the leader, but had some dieback and some new growth here still that I will take out, except for one leaf like this. I think this used to be the leader, had some dieback, and then this one actually right here became the leader. So instead of having it as a leader, I think I will wire it quite drastically down here to create a branch, a side branch sooner or later. So the leader will keep growing in this direction from here basically, and this will be a side branch. I'm just not fully sure yet with which branch I will wire this together. So this one I won't. I think I actually will wire it with the new potential leader right here to also give this one already some direction, basically a bit away from this other branch here. Let's see if I have fitting wire. That should fit in size, I think. And let me get right in there. So we go once around, trying to, of course, avoid any new growth so I don't trap it underneath there. Then we can go down here and wire this potential new side branch that already is branching out itself quite nicely. So I think this will create quite a nice branch in a couple of years if we keep always continuously rewiring it, of course, and wiring also the side branches. And this one here, so let me make sure that it actually is adhering and holding and fixated. We will get in here, not actually wire this one down because we want it to be the new leader, but just give it some direction and fix this one at the same time. Actually move this one, I think in this direction would give it a nice shape. So let's see from the side. It definitely opens up this side. It was before quite empty here, so it does definitely give it some more shape. Let me bring it a bit forward even, I would say. Yes, I'm quite happy with how that looks. On this side, I won't wire too much until now because I'm not fully sure if the one here in the front that I just wired will be the new leader or one in the back. So we'll just keep it growing a bit wildly now over summer, see which one then tends to be the stronger branch that is basically the new leader. And once I know that, I will basically focus on that one with the rewiring. So for now, this is all I would do to the tree. As I said, I just got it into my home, so it's best to not go too hard on it. We already pruned back some of the new growth, now the rewiring. I think that's enough for this tree. I'm going to put it now in the spot that will keep it in general in my home and give it some rest, basically trying for it to just get used to the area. And then once it has established more, we'll then again work on it, as is the case with bonsai. So giving you a bit of a view from all directions once more, showing you the new wires that are on the tree now. And I will keep you updated on this tree. And I will hopefully see you again in the next video. Until then, all the best and goodbye.